Yeah, Monday Night Football doubleheader again. We could get used to this, huh? We don't have one next week. I think we have one after that, though. So they may not be the best of games, but sometimes these ugly, disgusting games, particularly Titans-Dolphins, tend to actually do well for us. So let's dive into it. And as always, guys, if you ever want to come join the community at Tails and in the premium Discord, 50% off with that promo code NFL24. Link is in the description. Link is in the pinned comment. It's less than $5 a week, less than $15 for the month. You can see on the screen, we've done quite well so far this season. Let's see if we can keep it rolling tonight. And as always, hit me up in the Discord. Say what's up. Let us know you're new. We're building a great community over there. And surprisingly, a very welcoming and supportive one. I was hoping for that. Hey, Dave Loughy here at Loughy_D on Twitter. Hit me up. And of course, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you being here for Monday night before we close out week 4 and head into, well, I'll have picks for every game tomorrow going into week 5. It never stops around here. But with 2 games today, let's kick it off with the first one we've got on the list. Now, the Dolphins are hosting the Titans. They're 2.5-point favorites. This line's moved a lot. You have Tyler Huntley, Snoop, getting the start here. 37 total in this game. What a weird one, right? Because on one hand, Skylar Thompson is not going to help this offense. You know, Tua Tagovailoa is out. Skylar Thompson's got the chest injury. Everything looks bad. They're down Teron Armstead as well. They're down Kendall Fuller in the secondary, but that isn't to say that there aren't injuries for this Tennessee team either, and we'll talk about it. But, you know, I look at this from a couple different directions. One, would I be surprised to see the under hit here? No, absolutely not. You know, it's not a Thursday night game on short rest and everything, so that makes it a little bit different. If this was Thursday, we'd absolutely be hammering the under in this spot. But at the same time, Tyler Huntley could go 2 ways. One, this guy has been on the team for literally, exactly 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? On the other hand, he has that rushing upside that can, kind of throw out defenses off. Matter of fact, a perfect kind of proxy, a perfect example of this was last week. Tennessee is facing the Green Bay Packers. And you have a guy, Malik Willis, who had only been on the team for less than 1 month at that time. They're at home against Green Bay. They give up 188 rushing yards. Now, Jeffrey Simmons, their huge, should be their best run stopper in the middle of that defensive line. He's doubtful to play. So it doesn't look like he's going to be on the field. L'Jarius Sneed is questionable with a hamstring. If he plays, there's a good chance he's going to be limited as well. And Armani Hooker is questionable in this game on top of that. But I think the real thing here is Jeffrey Simmons being doubtful to play. This team defensively, I know they brought Sneed in trying to shore up a secondary that was a clear pass funnel defense last year. But this team has always been a pass funnel defense. This year, they didn't give up much on the ground to Chicago in week 1, but Chicago's offense, including Caleb Williams, was terrible. Week 2, they gave up 100-plus rushing yards to the Jets, so not terrible. Week 3, 188 rushing yards. So you've got the Dolphins at home, really a must-win spot. And Tyler Huntley has that rushing upside that we saw out of Malik Willis last week. You have dynamic playmakers in Devon Achane, in Tyreek Hill, in Jalen Waddle. I'm not saying that these guys are going to be the best versions of themselves. Absolutely not. But Tyler Huntley started games before. He's been, let's say, passable at times for the Baltimore Ravens, and he can run. Now, I threw this, we actually talked about this in Discord earlier in the week. Tyler Huntley over 24.5 rushing yards. That's up to 32.5 in some spots, so I'm not going to give that to you guys here today. But I will lean Dolphins inside of a field goal. More so because I don't trust two reasons. One, this Titans defense has not lived up to expectations, and the expected absence of Jeffrey Simmons is a very big deal. But 2, the fact that Tyler Huntley actually can run, and then 3, I should say, 3-prong approach here. Will Levis finds ways to lose games for this Titans team. It's simple as that. He finds ways to lose games for this Titans team. So, look, do I love this spot? No. And I looked at where the money was, too. It's like 50-50 in this game, which makes sense. If it were Titans +3, +3.5, I'm grabbing them all day. But give me Dolphins -2.5 at home inside of a field goal. Hopefully, Tyler Huntley can jumpstart this offense. I've got a prop as well and a touchdown. I'll throw the touchdown out. It is Devon Achane at even money here. Do I think they're going to see a ton of scoring opportunities? No. But Raheem Mostert is not expected to play, and I do anticipate this Titans defense being much weaker without Jeffrey Simmons. Also, let's have some fun with it. You want a fun sweat? Let's go Jalen Waddle over half a rushing yard at plus 202 on Caesars. He has a rushing attempt, and he's gone over this number in two of three games this season. I think you could see some Mike McDaniel trickery in this game. All we need is one rushing attempt from Jalen Waddle in this spot. At plus 202, I'll take my chances. Seahawks at the Lions. Lions laying 4 points at home, 47-point total here. All right, look, the Lions are a clear run funnel or pass funnel defense. Hands down, pass funnel defense, right? We've seen it, we know it, and I'll get to a prop on that in just a second. And then on the other side, the Seahawks defense has been solid. Have they faced stiff competition yet? No. This will clearly be the biggest test that they've faced without question, right? They faced the Denver Broncos in Bo Nix's first game as a pro, then the Patriots, and that game went to overtime, although they limited them to 20 points. And then Miami last week, they held them to 3 points in Seattle with Skylar Thompson, and then Tim Boyle. What more needs to be said? I still think, though, that this is, this Mike Macdonald offense or defense is good, right? No doubt about it. We still expect them to be good. They're dealing with a few injuries, but it's not surprising to me that you've seen this. The look ahead line was -6. It's down to -4. I kind of still like the Seahawks at +4 because the Lions are a pass funnel defense. The Seahawks can throw the football, right? The Seahawks can absolutely throw the football with Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. You have Zach Charbonnet as a quality pass catching back, although we'll get to that in a second. And even Tyler Lockett. Monday Night Football, the Seahawks team has always played the Lions well. They generally play everyone well and just keep games close. I like the over a little bit here too. I think you could be seeing some people leaning under in a spot like this, and that's understandable. But there's still something about this where I think that, number one, the Lions defense will give up production through the air. And no, their offense hasn't fully clicked yet, but you've got an extended rest for both of these teams. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams. Like I said, I think the Seattle defense is good. There's no doubt in both phases of the game. But there's a lot of weapons here. And eventually this Lions team is going to click with the amount of punch that they have from both phases of this offense, and a good coach in Dan Campbell, a great offensive coordinator as well. So give me over 47 here, but also Seahawks +4. You're getting them outside of a field goal. This is just one of those tough football teams that can keep games competitive, but I want to get to the props. I want to get to some props here, okay? I know you'd be like, oh, well, you're probably going to go overs on everything. No. I want to play into this pass funnel defense lean for Detroit. And let me know if you're with me here. Of course, as always, leave your comments down below. I love to read and respond to all of them. And one more thing before we get to this prop, because it's very important. You'll hear me mention like, hey, bet this on FanDuel, bet this on DraftKings, bet this on Caesars. There's some you're going to bet on Bet365. And the reason for that is you should have accounts on as many books as possible, particularly if you're in these states, Bet365, because Bet365 is giving you $200 in bonus bets just to sign up and bet $5. It is truly that simple. There are no strings attached. Link is in the description and in the chat. You click that link, you sign up. It takes you minutes to get instantly verified, right? Deposit only 10 and bet half of that on whatever you want. Even, as I always say, even if it's in a live game situation, right? A live drive, you bet 5. As soon as that drive ends, you got 200. And then for Thursday night and these other games, they're giving away $50 in bonus bets, $25 in bonus bets when you put down like a cumulative $50 bet. So they're doing things huge over there. 5 into 200 in bonus bets like that at Bet365. As always, 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But let's talk an under here. Kenneth Walker, under 71.5 receiving plus rushing, under 14.5 longest rush. The Lions are stuffing the run again this year. No surprise. They've also allowed only 5 receptions for 17 yards to running backs. And it's not like they face running backs who can't catch. Go look. Last year, they allowed the fewest rushing yards to running backs, the second fewest receptions. They're a pass funnel defense through and through, just not to the running backs. Also, if you're following this angle and you see it the same way as I do, I don't mind the bounce back from Jackson Smith and Jigba over 47.5 receiving yards. I like that. I think you could see a nice bounce back here. And I'm willing to ladder this. We got that Pickens ladder up to 110 at, what was it, plus 800 the other day. I'm willing to ladder this up to 80 over on Caesars at plus 320. Appreciate you guys. As always, have a great rest of the week. Enjoy the games, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow. Picks for every game. And hopefully, I'll see you over there in the premium Discord. Use that promo NFL24 for 50% off. Peace.